So I have explained first three parts, A, B, C, okay, D, E, F, every part I have solved here, right? So read out these parts very carefully, go through with the PDF carefully, okay, and see, understand the statement and then solve it. Okay, these are very easy. D, E, F are very easy parts. Okay, this is your F part, right? Read out the statement and then make it into the linear equation. Okay, now let's move to the next exercise, that is 8.2. 8.2 exercise. The second question is for the practice purpose, right? That you have to do it by on in the book or in the practice notebook. Okay, now the first question is solve the following equations and verify the answers. Okay, you have to solve the equation and then you have to verify your answer. Let's start with the A part. 4a plus 3 is equal to 5a minus 4, right? So what you have to do, you have to shift your variables on the left hand side and whatever constants are there, that on the right hand side. And this thing I know everybody knows this thing. Okay, now 4a minus 5a is minus a, minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7. Minus minus will get cancelled, a is equal to 7. So this is your answer. Now you have to verify a question. Verification is 4 into 7. In place of a, put 7. 4 into 7 plus 3 is equal to 5 into 7 minus 4. In place of a, in your question, in place of a, just put the value of a. Okay, and then 4 into 7, 28 plus 3, it is 5, 7, 35 minus 4, it is equal to 31, it is equal to 31. So left hand side, right hand side are equal, they are same. So hence it is verified. Your answer is correct if both are same. So this means, it means you have verified your question. Okay, in this way you have to solve all the parts. A part, B part, C part, okay, in every question. Shift your variables on the left hand side and constant on the right hand side. Take out your answer and whatever the value is there, put that value in your verification. Okay, if both are equal, it means it is verified. Your answer is verified, right? So all the parts I have solved every part in the PDF, right? D part, this is E part is your homework, that is for practice purpose. Okay, every part is same, simple. This is your F part. Okay, so do it very carefully, read out very carefully. First of all, solve it by on and then go through with the video or PDF. Now, the next exercise, it is 8.3. 8.2, 8.2, 8.3 and 8.4. These three exercises are absolutely same. Okay, 8.2, 3, 4. All are similar. All are absolutely same. Because in all the questions they are saying that solve the following equations and verify the solution. Okay, here also in all the questions they are saying that solve the equation, verify the solution. Solve the equation, verify the solution. Solve, verify, solve, verify. Okay, fifth question is also same, solve and verify, same as it is, right? So I'll tell you one part of this 8.3. First question, x plus 7 is equal to 17 upon 6 minus 5x upon 5. Okay, so shift your, first of all, this 5x and 5 will get cancelled. 5 ones are 5 and 5 ones are 5. Okay, so what is left? 17 upon 6 minus, minus x is left. Okay, now shift your variables on the left hand side. X, this will become plus x. This is 17 upon 6, constant will go that side, it will be equal to minus 7. Okay, now take LCM. Minus 7 means put in the denominator 1. Put 1 in the denominator, right? Now take LCM. So this is equal to, LCM will be 6. Okay, 6 ones are 6, 1 into 17, 17. 1 divided by 6 is 6. Okay, so 6 sevens are 42. Denominator you have to divide and numerator you have to multiply, right? You know this thing, LCM, you know how to take LCM, right? So that is equal to minus 25 upon 6. Now 2 will come in denominator, shift 2 here. Okay, so this is equal to minus 25 upon 6 into 2, that is 12. Minus 25 upon 12. Okay, this is your answer of x. Now put this value in your question. Okay, in place of x, put this value. here also. Okay, solve it and they will be equal. If they are equal, hence it is verified. So similarly, you have to solve first question, second question. This is second question. Okay, I have solved. This is your y. Okay, answer is this minus 3 upon 5. Now put this value in your question. Okay, and left hand side, right hand side are same. It is verified. Similarly, third question. Okay, similarly, this fourth question, right? Verify also. All are equal. Sixth question. Fifth is the homework. Okay, take out your answer of x and then put in the verification. Some are bit lengthy of this 8.3 exercise. Some questions are bit lengthy because it is given in the fraction. So in the fraction, when you will put the value of x, you have to multiply, you have to take LCM, then you have to divide it. Okay, take reciprocal, and then you have to solve it, subtract it, add it. Okay, and then you have to equate it. Okay, that's why some of the questions are a bit lengthy. Okay, but concept is same as it is, right? Now this is your 8.4 exercise. Again, all the questions are absolutely similar. Okay, solve the equation, verify your answer. Suppose this is your first question, A part. 2 minus x upon x minus 7 is equal to 3 upon 5. So what you have to do, shift 5 here and x minus 7 here. Do cross multiplication. Okay, so it will be equal to 5 in the bracket 2 minus x, 3 in the bracket x minus 7. Multiply, 5 2s are 10, minus 5x, 3x minus 3 7 is 21. So shift your variables on left hand side, constant on right hand side, solve it and take out your answer. Whatever the answer is there, put this value in your question. Okay. Now, when you will put the value of x here, okay. Now, first of all, take LCM. Okay, LCM will be 16 minus 31 upon 8. Here LCM, it will be equal to 31 minus 56 upon 8 is equal to 3 upon 5. Solve the numerator and denominator. Now, both are coming in fraction. So, when you will open it, the first fraction will come as it is, numerator will come as it is, but when there is a fraction in denominator, that will come in the reciprocal. Minus 25 upon 8 will become 8 upon 25. Okay, and minus minus will get cancelled. Okay, now cancel it, will be equal to 3 upon 5. So 3 by 5, 3 by 5 are equal. Right, so it is verified. Got it? Similarly, you have to solve all the parts of first question. Okay, all the parts of the second question. This second question, third question, fourth, fifth, they are very easy. Okay, answers are not coming in friction. This is very easy to solve. Okay, so I have solved, I have given the complete PDF. Okay, there you can see all the questions. Right, so these are the parts. The concept is same as it is. Solve the equation and then verify in your question and take out your answer. Right, so this was the last question of the exercise 8.4. Now the last exercise is 8.5. Okay, 8.5 exercise is completely similar with the 8.1 exercise. We have done word problem questions in 8.1. Similarly, we have to do the questions of word problem in 8.5. Okay, there are total 6 questions. Okay, again you have to read out the statement and then you have to manipulate into the solution, into the linear equation. Right, so this is your question. Question 1, let the number is, suppose number is, they are saying that first question is 5 times a number subtracted from 63. Okay, so how you have to solve it? First of all, suppose the number is x. Okay, now they're saying that 5 times of number is subtracted from 63. Okay, and it gives 80, that is, it is equal to 18. That's it. This is your linear equation. Now you have changed your English sentence of the question into the linear equation. Okay, 5 times of a number is subtracted from 63 and it gives 18. Right, shift your variables, keep your variables on the left hand side and constant on the right hand side. Okay, minus minus will get cancelled, solve it, answer will be x is equal to 9. So that means your number is 9. This is your answer, right? Next is the cost of 2 jeans and 3 t-shirts is rupees 1350. If a pair of jeans cost rupees 50 more than t-shirt, find the cost of pair of jeans and t-shirt. First of all, they are saying that this is a 2 pair of jeans and 3 pair of t-shirts. Okay, 2 jeans are there and 3 t-shirts are there. Okay, so let's suppose the t-shirt is X and jeans, whatever they are saying, that jeans is you have to add 50 in the t-shirt. Okay, jeans is 50 rupees more than t-shirt, so whatever the t-shirt is there, add 50 in that. So that means this is your jeans, 2 jeans and 3 t-shirts. Okay, this is the 2 jeans. They are saying that he has purchased 2 jeans and 3 t-shirts and their cost is equal to 1350. So t-shirt is X, jeans is X plus 50. Now solve the bracket. Okay, shift your variables on the left hand side, constant on the right hand side, take out your answer. Your answer is equal to rupees 250. Okay, now put in the X. Okay, so your cost of t-shirt will be rupees 250. Cost of t-shirt will be equal to 250 and cost of jeans is 50 rupees more than t-shirt. So that is 250 plus 50, that is 350 rupees. Sorry, 300 rupees. Okay, by mistake it is written 350, 300 rupees. Right? So this is your question second. Now question third is the length of a rectangle is 7 times its breadth. If the perimeter of rectangle is 96 meter, find its length and breadth. Right? So they are saying that length is, this is your length. A mistake has done in this question, sorry for that. They are saying that length is 7 times of breadth. So let's suppose breadth is X and length will be 7 into X. Right? Now perimeter is given 96 meter. Okay, now first of all, you have tell me what is the perimeter of rectangle. This is a rectangle. A rectangle is having 2 length and 2 breadth. Okay, so perimeter is equal to 96. So put the formula of perimeter. Perimeter of rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Right, 2 into L plus B. In place of L plus B, put the value. L is 7x. Okay, and B is X. Okay, by mistake it is written breadth is this and length is this. Okay, now take out your answer, do multiplication, shift your variable left hand side, constant on right hand side. Okay, take out your answer. X is equal to 6. So that means your length, this is your breadth. Your breadth is 6 meter, breadth is X, that is 6 meter, and length is 7x. Length is 7x. Okay, so that is equal to 6 into 7, 42 meter. So this is your breadth, this is your length. Alright. So this is your question third. Question fourth is Bhanu's father is 4 times as old as Bhanu. Okay. After 5 years, he will be 3 times as old as his son. Find their present ages. Okay. Now, see that. Let's Bhanu's age is equal to X years. Okay. And father's age is equal to 4x years. They are saying that Bhanu's age is X and father's age is 4 times of Bhanu. Okay, so that means 4 times of X. You have to suppose Bhanu's age is X, so father's age will be 4 into X. 4 into X. Okay, so these are the ages after 5 years. After 5 years means you have to add first of all 5 in both the ages. Okay, Bhanu's age will be X plus 5, father's age will be 4x plus 5. Okay, now according to the question, after 5 years, father's age will be 3 times of Bhanu's age. This is the father's age. Father will be 3 times of his son. Okay, so you have to write in this way. Father age is 4x plus 5 is equal to 3 times of son's age. 3 times of son's age means son age is X plus 5. Okay, now solve it and your X will be equal to 10. So Bhanu's age is X, that is 10 years, and father's age is 4x, that is 40 years. Okay, this is the present age. Okay, got it? Now the fifth question is, find the number if 3/4 of a number is 2 more than 2/3 of the same number. What they are saying, 3/4 of a number, let's suppose number is x. 3/4 of a number is 2 more than, means you have to add 2 more than 2/3 of a number. Okay, now in place of put multiply sign. So that will be equal to 3/4. 3/4 x is equal to 6 plus 2x upon 3. Okay, take out the LCM, shift this 4 in numerator, this 3 in numerator, multiply it and solve it. X is equal to 24. So your number is 24. Right? So last question is, the denominator of a fraction exceeds its numerator by 5. Okay, if 2 is added, this we'll do later. First of all, denominator, let's suppose the denominator and numerator, okay, they are saying that denominator is 5 more than numerator. Let's suppose numerator is x and denominator will be x plus 5. Okay, they are saying that denominator is 5 more than numerator. So let's suppose numerator is x and denominator will be x plus 5. So your fraction will be, fraction is numerator upon denominator. Okay, put these values in fraction. So fraction will be x upon x plus 5. Okay, now according to question, what they are saying, if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, if 2 will be added in numerator and in denominator, x will become x plus 2, this become x plus 5 plus 2. Okay, it becomes 4/5, means it is equal to 4/5. Okay, read out the statement side by side and then write down the statement side by side. Okay, now solve it. Again do cross multiplication. Variables on left hand side, keep the constant on right hand side and solve it. So x is equal to 18. This is the x. So numerator will be 18, denominator will be 18 plus 5, that is 23. So write down in the fraction 18 upon 18 plus 5, that is 18 upon 23. This will be your answer. Got it? So this was your question 6. By this your exercise is complete. Okay, 8.5 exercise and 8.1 exercise, both are based upon word problem questions. Read out the statement, check the video, check the PDF and then do the questions carefully. Okay, after that 8.2, 8.3 and 8.4 all are based upon same concept, that is solve the equation and verify your question. That's it. Okay, so I have given everything through PDF and video. If you are having still any doubt in your mind, then call me for that. Okay, do your work very sincerely, very carefully. Okay, bye bye and take care all of you.